practice going for you guys?
Oh, it's going great. Energy's great. Talk is amazing. Everybody's getting here. Everybody's ready to play as soon as time starts. So it's exciting.
You guys came away with 2 big wins over the weekend. What did those 2 wins mean to this team?
They meant a lot. We would take, little steps during practice, each and every day getting better, moving the ball better, getting the talk, getting the energy up. And just to see, that all of our hard work, that those steps that we're taking are in the right direction, it means everything. 2 wins, especially at home against a team like that. You got, your head's high moving forward, especially,
On Saturday, at the end of the game, you guys kind of clamped down defensively, and it was kind of unorthodox the way you guys won because you didn't have a field goal the last several minutes of the game. What does that say about this team that you guys could do that on the defensive end?
We have a ton of scorers, Javon Jackson, Keaton Wallace, Jacob Germany, everybody that can hit shots. But, what we really have to focus on is the defensive end. If we can get stops, we put ourselves in a position to win. And that's what we showed, especially when the shots aren't falling, which we're not really used to that. And to know that our defense is there to help us stay in games and even stay ahead, means a lot.
Greg, go ahead.
Adrian, how have you felt about your play so far this season? What's jumped out to you?
I think more than any of the past years, I think my leadership and my talk, and my attitude. I put myself in a mental state this year with no matter what my position is, I'm just going to come out, give my all to my teammates, especially, and do whatever I can to help my team win. And so I've been pretty pleased. When I'm out there, I do my job. I go get people open, which is one of my biggest strengths. Setting great screens, and just getting everybody else to talk, getting the energy up, whether that's in the game or on the bench.
Yeah, Coach mentioned what you bring to the offense and how you help guys get open and create shots for people, even if you might not even be touching the ball in a given possession. What is it about your game that allows you to have that kind of impact?
I don't really care about the box score. I don't care how many points it says I have, how many rebounds. My objective, I know one of the best shots we can get is Javon or Keaton wide open. Any of our guards wide open. Any of them can make a play, can make a shot. Amazing scores. And so my job is to just get them open, set good screens, get the offense initiated, dive, cut, anything to make it easier.
How have you felt through the year physically? I think you were nursing a back injury for at least part of the year. Is that right?
Yeah. It still gives a little bit of problems, but nothing I can't handle. Just got to keep moving forward, get a little treatment, and just push through. This time is limited, and you got to make the most of it.
I want to ask you about Jacob Germany. What's been your impression of what he's brought to the team and how he's played so far this year?
It's insane. You're used to seeing people his size, but definitely not with his athleticism. Being able to not only jump the way he does, but he's so fast. Even with, during the summer we'd have conditioning drills and do speed tests and all that. He'd be on the top, competing with the guards, and that's just insane to me. And he just feels so comfortable when he has the ball, especially in game. Great poise, and he's only a sophomore, so the sky's the limit for him.
Are there any differences you see in him from last year to this year, or ways that he's grown on the court?
Oh, definitely. I think the biggest thing would be mentally. He's a lot mentally stronger now. Last year he would, if he'd struggle, he'd definitely get in his head, and it would affect his attitude at some times. And this year, I feel like he's done a great job of maintaining it. Even if something doesn't go his way, I still see him cheering the teammates on, trying to get the talk going. Great improvement, offensively as well. Defensively, I think Coach has mentioned it a couple times that the first few games he tied his season high for blocks last year. And, with his length, him trying to get those shots, it impacts the defense and really benefits us.
Chase, go ahead.
Yeah, Adrian, just wanted to ask a little bit about UTEP. Bryson Williams, their post guy, last year had 34 on one game, I guess, and then came back here and had about 21 or something like that. What did y'all talk about in terms of defending him this week? And what do you remember about last year's meetings with him?
Yeah, well, he's a great player. It's amazing touch around the rim, great athleticism. And so one of the things that we've just talked about is just be physical with him, try to get him to catch it outside of the spots that he's comfortable in, making him maybe take one more crab dribble to give the defense, give us a little bit more time to react. And just switching guys on him, different coverages. I'm not going to guard him the same way Phoenix said will. And just give him different looks, make him think one more time, make him pass it out. Just keep it different.
With Bieniemy in there running the point, how are they different this year? What do they look like right now?
Oh, a lot more poised. He's a great player, great point guard, great feel for the game, and so it definitely gives them one more option. And so it really makes us get on our toes, so we're really trying to, in practice, make everybody aware, know where he's at all times, know where Williams is, and just play together.
Chase, go ahead.
Hey, Adrian, I want to ask you about your strength coach, Coach Wood. The energy that he's brought over these last couple of years, what would you describe that as?
Insane. I've never met anybody like him. Even when I always joke around with him, because he says that he gets up at like 3, 4 in the morning on a daily basis, even when he has nothing to do. And, it's not just one thing, for your strength coach to just be like, hey, like pick it up, but to know 100% that anything he makes you do, he has done on a daily basis for years and years and years. He will never make you do anything that he is not comfortable, especially, during the summer. With my weight has been an issue the past few years, trying to get my body in the right situation. And he would tell me this summer, to not only, he wouldn't only tell me, hey, eat better, but he would say, hey, I will stop eating this if you do as well. And, just to have somebody on your side that just pushes you on a daily basis, that the talk, the energy, all that is just great.
I notice you all get a nice smack in the chest before every game. How does that compare to maybe a cup of coffee to get you going?
I don't understand. If you've seen, I have to do something different because I've been on the other end of those slaps 1 or 2 times, and I couldn't do it anymore.
We're talking about a guy that played D1 linebacker and also was a highly accomplished college basketball player. Does he get out there and wrestle around with you guys on the court at all?
Every now and then he gets a ball and shows us how he can shoot and tries to teach us how to shoot. Surprisingly, that's his best strength. And, during practice, he gets the pads out there and tries to muscle with the bigs. But, we've been working a lot, so it doesn't work out for him.